Oh no! It's morning!
And that means it's time for the Rotten Mornings
Podcast!
Best way to start your morning off.
Hi, and welcome back to another episode of Rotten Mornings Podcast.
Hello.
It's podcast.
Wow. Shut up. I cannot speak right.
We all sound like
My voice is fucked up. Get the
It
fuck out of my
happens.
face, Urza.
Get the fuck out of my face.
Scott.
You were disrespectful.
I'm still Scott, though.
I'm mad.
No, I'm talking to Urza.
I'm Brandy.
And I'm Grim.
Urza, are you going to say anything?
Nope.
No. Urza?
Not
is-
right
I'm
this
Urza,
second.
and I'm a furry bitch.
She will wait until we don't want her to.
Exactly.
Well, guys, it's Sunday morning. It's
It
been
is.
a hellacious, just action-packed weekend.
It has been.
It has.
It has been an action-packed weekend. I don't know if I would use the term hellacious.
I would, because I was at Hellbilly Hollow.
And hellacious is beautiful.
Yep. We can talk about the news?
We have
Yes.
news.
Yeah, there's news.
Yeah, there is. News.
I didn't say anything last time during news because I wasn't feeling well and I stayed home. But I watched Dahmer. And it was okay.
Guys, if you can't hear Grim, she is talking.
I did.
She doesn't
talk.
have much voice though, so we'll try to be
No
quiet.
A
voice.
troll took it.
A troll took it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't pay my debt.
And did you lose your voice by doing this?
I didn't do a troll dance.
Okay.
I don't dance for trolls.
I don't dance for trolls. I don't dance for me.
Oh, god damn it, that whole earworm again. All this week I'll be going, I don't dance for trolls.
It's
So-
a classic.
Fast forward to today.
Yesterday?
Yesterday.
Yeah, fast forward to yesterday. Let's
Okay.
rewind.
All my
Let's rewind.
troubles seem so far away. Yes.
And I
And?
did it. I'm at play.
Oh, you were controlling time. I didn't realize
Yes.
that. You didn't want to say anything about yesterday.
I mean, I thought the clues were obvious.
Oh, I am in no way a blue dog. Nor a brown encyclopedia. What is up with these
So
colors?
you say.
Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun.
Dum dum dum.
Dun dun dun.
This whole podcast is dum dum
Dum, dum,
dum.
dum.
Yeah, so yesterday we had an episode of the podcast.
We did
Yep, and we talked about
something.
hoe bags.
That's
bags.
right. Ho dags.
Hoe
Oh.
digs.
Ho digs.
Do you like digs? Yeah, I like
I
dogs.
like digs. I like digs.
Not you.
Good episode, guys. If you haven't checked out that episode of the podcast, go back and listen to that instead of this one. And if you don't like that one, just keep going back till you find one you like.
Keep working at it.
Just
but
keep
listen to
trying.
each one of them in their entirety to know if you like it or not. Because I promise you,
You probably won't.
yeah, okay, well, true. Early we went out to the Hellbilly Hollow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And while we were out there, we had we did a quick live
A quick, short live, yeah.
and
It was fun.
It was
good.
a fun live. It was.
We never really had much time to go live again after that, like we thought we would. We were busy, but that one was fun.
It wasn't alive.
It was not live.
It
No.
died.
It was a video.
Yeah.
We didn't know.
Oh,
I don't know.
It wasn't alive. It was just I recorded it and then I uploaded it.
Okay,
Oh.
so we never went live.
We were
we
never
had
alive.
time.
Yes,
we were busy.
Are not alive, nor
I
have
went
we
back and
ever
erased
been.
it.
You went.
From time.
Okay.
Goodbye, time.
Time
Fuck outta
after
here.
time.
So Matt, Brandy, and I were vampires, and Scott was a dingbat.
Wait. That's what we are now. But at Hillbilly,
I'm a vampire.
I'm a vampire. Ooh, what was
Scott was a vampire hunter.
Yes.
And also a balloon.
I hissed at him and ran away a few times.
That's
It was
true.
fun.
I was hissed at many times by the vampires.
There was plenty of times I was taking pictures with people and a big shadow would kind of fall over me and I'd be like, I gotta run. And I'd take off running and you wouldn't be there. And I'm like, what the fuck did I see? Oh, well, fuck it. I just ran away from those people.
Matt was playing the game. Is it Dumbass Scott or Tiny?
Yeah. It's hard to tell. And
So
shadow
that's like-
falls the same way.
It's true. Hard and heavy.
It was a fun game of run and never find.
Run and never find.
I circled around a group of people at one point that was trying to ask me questions while Scott was circling the other side of them, and I kept ducking down behind them while answering their questions, and Scott was coming around the other side. It was funny.
It was fun.
They kept turning and looking at you and then looking back at me like, what the hell
What
are
the
they
fuck is
doing?
happening?
And Brandy had an evil doll.
I did.
It was beautiful though.
Everybody kept trying to name it. It was hilarious. It was Susie and Lucy and Henrietta and Jeffrey
And Matt had another son.
and No Face.
He keeps
Yes,
finding
in a
sons.
cage. In a cage that he carried around with him.
It was a
Oh.
shrunken head son.
Nice. Nice.
Scott had lots of different props. He
Shrunken
juggled.
skull.
I did. I had props that fell apart, props that fell on the ground, props that went missing. Man. Yep. This motherfucking Miller guy. Look. I don't know if y'all noticed, but old Captain Tim was in one outfit.
Yep.
When I go and do a costume change, oh, I can't be the only one.
No.
So he goes and does a costume
He
change.
sure did.
He out costume changed you.
He didn't. I did 3. He did 2.
Yay.
Get on my level, bro.
At his age, that's like 10.
That's
I
fair.
mean, he kind of still wins.
That's at his age. That's like Tim. Matt got called hot sauce. So these two girls came up giggling to him and said, "Hey, what are you supposed to be?" And he's like, "What do you think I am?" And I'm over here, and all I hear him say is hot sauce, and he's like, "Yeah, sure, fuck it." And then I asked him later. I said, "Hey, Matt, what'd they really call you?" And he's like, "I don't know."
I don't know. I have no fucking clue.
But I went with it.
They were like, you look like something or another. And I was like, that's what I am.
I had a blast out there tonight because I got to do 3 things that I like to do in a crowd. I got to clown some, and I got to play with you guys, and that was fun because you guys did the right like give and take, and like that's so important to making that work.
It was a good night because I got choked by a few different people. So
You even choked yourself
I
at one
choked
point.
myself.
When I think
You
about
can't choke
me.
I might choke myself.
I got to climb on stuff.
I climbed
yell
on
at
some
people.
stuffs.
We
But I
got
got
to
to-
see
I got to clown, I
Sophie
got
and
to
Eli.
juggle, and I got to... Oh, what was the fucking third thing?
Cry.
Oh, I got
What
to
you
the
do
puppet.
on
I do
Oh
puppets.
yeah,
so,
that's right.
yeah. And I had like 2 different puppets that I used tonight, and that was a lot of fun.
Yes.
So I don't get to do that in front of an audience. Wildly did the worst juggling of all the juggling I have ever done in my life tonight. This group asked me to juggle, and while it's fun to like comically drop juggling clubs, so that when you do something really cool, it's more impressive. This group was like, "Hey, juggle." And I was like, "Okay, cool. I'm gonna juggle for you really quick." These cops came up. They turned on their lights, and as I'm throwing the clubs in the air, they would the light would hit them, and then they would go into darkness, and then they would reappear somewhere else at a different angle. And I'm like, I can't. So I just learned tonight I can't juggle at a disco.
I can't juggle at a disco.
Can't juggle
The
at a
cops
disco.
definitely brought the party lights.
So yeah, Hellbilly Hollow, we were there most of the
Working the
evening.
midway.
Working the midway. Working the biceps.
Working my biceps.
We're gonna keep making references Grim in no way gets. But
That's
you know,
okay. I'm laughing anyway.
Because she thinks we're morons.
and so
And
does,
she is right.
so does our listener. She's a good sport, and we love and appreciate that about her.
Who our listener?
Cheers to Grim.
You cheers my kneecap.
I was
I did.
actually talking about our listener.
Yeah.
Cheers to our listener.
Cheers to our listener. At 7, we had a new episode of Strips.
We did.
A collaborative work.
Calamity.
A calamity.
A
work.
collaborative.
Yeah.
Collaborative.
Collaborative. A calamine lotion episode.
Calamari.
Calamari.
It's the calamari episode.
So use other C words.
Yeah, cunt. Look, here's the
So
thing.
if you didn't see that, you should go back and watch it.
Yeah, we use a lot of C words.
And I think Ursa used the most.
She did. Or she calls the most. Cuts.
Yes.
Clamps. Crushes.
Ah.
Kisses.
Bork.
All C word. Bork!
Bork.
Then we at 10 we had a new episode of Cinema Macabre.
Midnight Cinema Macabre
Super
at
fun.
11.
Mm-hmm.
Aired
My
at
favorite
10.
episode so far.
Yeah, the shortest episode. You like that one the
Oh, it's
best?
the shortest. I didn't even notice.
Ah,
It's good though.
ah,
I
man.
liked it a lot.
Yeah, this is what I try
I
to...
like how well
No.
you animated the skeletons.
Okay, that was not the... I didn't...
Oh, shit. What did you do on that episode?
Well, I showed people somebody else's skeletons. I showed
They
some...
did a great job.
Yeah, no, good props to them.
I enjoyed it. I have enjoyed all of your Cinema Macabre episodes.
I've enjoyed everything this season.
Yes.
It's fun for the eyeballs.
It all is.
I mean, fucking hard to argue that, but like also hard to accept sometimes too. Hard to like, you know, I want to be on board, but I'm not really sure where that train is going.
It has left the station.
Yes, I guess if you guys are listening to this, something terribly has gone wrong in our lives that led us to this point of making a podcast.
Podcast.
And it is Sunday morning.
goodness.
I hope that you guys have been going out, supporting your local haunts, going and seeing some of the absolutely phenomenal haunts that are out there and are
Yes.
really just fucking doing amazing shit
Yes.
this season. So we got the podcast that you're listening to now. Thank you so much, listener. And after the podcast, we've got...
I know that we will be
An
back
episode
out
of
at...
Strip.
Well, we'll be back out at Hellbilly Hollow for Kids Day.
That's right. We need
From
to rush
3
this
to
so I can take
6.
a nap before I make my episode of Strips.
Whoa. Okay.
Okay, so if you guys see a lot of Kids Day and Strips tomorrow...
Yeah, don't be surprised.
Da, 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 da.
Well, we will be
Regardless of
there
that, it
from
will
3
be
to
a
6.
heavy
and
hellbilly
Strips will be
centric
at 7.
episode. I can promise you that.
That's fair. That is fair. So, yeah, we've got... the trunk or treat is what time?
3 to 6.
Yeah, so if you're a kid listening to this podcast, stop immediately.
Immediately.
Yeah,
go get an
call
adult.
an adult.
Yeah, and then if they're listening to this podcast, call a child.
Call a child. Talk it out. Somebody can help you.
Yeah. Guys, you don't have to live this way. And for you guys in this room, in the studio today, if you guys have found yourself in the unfortunate situation of having to listen to this
We
podcast,
apologize.
we are sorry to us.
We are sorry to us.
So yeah,
JBA FoFi. JBA FoFi.
What?
Nothing.
FoFi?
Okay.
The end.
Podcast!
I want to do it.
JBA
Podcast.
Why
Yeah.
don't you just shut the fuck up?
I can't hear you.
is there anything else that we should be expecting tomorrow?
Probably. I don't know.
So other stuff may happen. Stay tuned.
We Papa Payne was out at Spook Trail.
Spook Trail,
was.
yes.
So we hopefully we'll have an update on that and see how that went.
And Ecto went live from the Haunted Chicken House.
Oh yeah, love that, love that. We'll tomorrow we'll have an update on how City of Chaos went this weekend. And
Yes, and we'll probably dump a bunch of pictures from Hellbilly Hollow too.
yeah. Oh my God,
I just dumped those pictures
There were
Never mind, that has already happened.
last night.
Last night.
There were so many. There was no way you dumped them last night because it's.
It was early
this morning.
Yeah. Cool. Any other news?
News.
Guys, it's Sunday night. Are you guys going to be at a haunt tonight?
I don't know.
I don't think we're gonna do a haunt tonight.
We're
I
probably
think
going to
doing-
crash and die.
Yeah, I think we're doing kids' night
Because we're doing Kids' Day.
and we will go back to filming and going to haunts for Hell Week.
It is the start of Hell Week. Holy
Now,
shit!
Monday, we have an interview.
Within the vampire.
We do.
As
Interview
in,
with Sworn
we
Evil.
will be on Sworn Evil's Facebook page live with them.
That should be a hoot.
Yes.
Do you guys know what haunt you guys will be going to this week? What day?
Sure.
I think Wednesday we had discussed a few things.
Wednesday
I think
we
we
discussed going
decided
to
we were going to
The
Nightmare on Moulton
Street because they're doing
for their
a,
industry night.
Uh-huh.
And then Thursday we will be up at Arx Mortis.
Okay.
Yes.
I don't know about
So, to be announced.
yeah.
To be announced.
Everything
That's what we were
else
doing, though.
is
We
to
were,
be
Oh,
announced.
well, beyond that.
Pretty much everything else is to be announced.
Okay.
Except for Sunday, again, we'll be at Hellbilly Hollow for Rotten Night.
Rotten night. 17 and
Extra-
older. You bring a parent if you want. I don't know how to say that.
It's
What
17
the
and
fuck?
up, or you need a parent with you to sign off that you were allowed to.
But this will be a bloody
It will be
night.
bloody.
Ah,
And then Monday on Halloween night, we will be at City of Chaos.
We will.
But everything else between
well,
now
hopefully
and
we get
those
to
days,
the chicken house Friday night then. Because I know you guys were there earlier, and if you guys don't make it, I'll at least be out
Sweet.
to Chicken House Friday night. Hellbilly's Saturday night? Is that what you said? Or Sunday,
Sunday
night?
night
Oh,
is
that's
when we'll
Sunday.
be at
Okay, well maybe.
Hellbilly.
Oh, and what day was City of Chaos?
Monday.
Monday.
On
Halloween.
actual
Oh,
Halloween.
Halloween. Okay, so Friday and Saturday are still kind of up.
Yeah,
there.
they're
Yes.
still liquid.
Okay. Cool. I know you guys had talked about possibly hitting Frightmares,
We did.
which is close to, I was going to tell you guys, close to Columbia Manor. So I know that y'all don't like to hit two haunts in one night, but I do
Those would
recommend
definitely
hitting
be
Columbia
two
Manor. It's
worth
the
hitting.
other haunted hospital
yes.
in Alabama that is a haunt. Lester, the one that was at the other night, was the other one. And also, apparently, according to Jay, Nightmare at Moulton Street is a haunted location.
Yes.
So
It
that
is a
makes-
very old building. It has a history. It was a speakeasy once upon a time.
and Grimm is one now.
I'm a what?
Speakeasy.
No.
It just means that you're not talking
I
loudly.
don't like it.
Okay, but you can't change it.
She also
It
wasn't
Podcast!
paying attention.
I got you.
I got you, boo. So Nightmare at Moulton Street, Lester Haunted Hospital, Columbia Manor, Mountain Creek Trail of Fear,
Yes.
Sloss was a haunted location.
Yes.
That was a haunt. We didn't do that as Rotten Reviews.
Bedlam is now saying that they are a haunted location too. They're offering after season that you can rent out the building and they will give you the ghost hunting equipment to spend the night there.
And I've already got the app, so I wouldn't need it anymore.
The silence in this room is
Deafening.
palatable. Cool, guys. Anyway, that's some stuff coming up. Stay tuned. And we're going to take a break.
Yeah, stay rotten.
we'll be
We're
back.
taking a break.
Wow.
Coming this October. As night falls on a quarantined prison somewhere in Vincent, Alabama, vampires have taken over at Hellbilly Hollow, and things will never be the same.
Come visit Hellbilly Hollow in Vincent, Alabama. You'll have the best night of your life.
Yes, we'd love to have you in our neck of the woods.
The wait is driving us batty.
This year, we've raised the stakes. Join us.
Join us.
One of Alabama's top-rated haunts. This is the one for you.
Hellbilly Hollow Haunted House Attraction in Vincent, Alabama. Open at 7 p.m. every Friday and Saturday in October.
Tickets available at the door.
Exclusive merchandise, tasty concessions, live entertainment.
Well-lit bathrooms.
For more information, check us out on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and at hellbillyhollow.com. And we will see you there.
Join us.
Don't go that way, man. You know who's back there? It's that serial killer from that movie.
What? Why are they here? I thought they were supposed to be chasing the kids at summer camp or invading the nightmares of the kids on that one street.
Well, they're all here. Brought in to fight off the mutant chickens, and now it's a horror free-for-all.
Oh. Where do I buy tickets?
The Haunted Chicken House in Heflin is the largest tourist attraction in East Alabama.
Open every weekend in October. Tickets are $15 per attraction. 2 for $25 and 3 for $40.
Ride the hayride of horrors.
Visit the Haunted Chicken House.
Defy death in the infamous Crazy Train.
For more information, check us out on Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, and thehauntedchickenhouse.com. And we'll see you there.
And the crowd goes mild.
And the crowd
That's not
goes
yours.
mild.
Yes, it is.
Then you stole it by rights.
I killed that guy.
I'm still here.
Not for long.
Ow, we're back. What? I'm sorry. Yeah, and for our Swing Hasha listeners, that was Grim translating. That we're back. Today's cryptid is a very interesting one. I've been wanting to cover this one for multiple seconds now. And I'll let Matt introduce yet another one.
Okay, guys, tonight's cryptid is the Jaba FoFi.
Hold up. Wait, I'm sorry. Matt, I told you, the rest of the season, we're not making up
No,
cryptids.
this is not a made-up cryptid.
Okay. Is this a Pokemon card? What are you doing?
The Jaba FoFi, also known as the Congolius giant spider, are a type of large arachnid cryptid which is said to inhabit the forests of the Congo, possibly representing a new species of arachnid.
Okay. So it's a like a little bit larger
No,
spider.
it's a 4-foot spider.
Don't most spiders have 8 feet?
You're an idiot. They have legs.
Ha, he said urine.
Okay, so
Spider urine.
I found a different page, and it is considered a Goliath, but it doesn't say 4 feet. It says the leg span is a full 12 inches. She weighs 7 ounces, has an abdomen the size of a large man's fist, and will attack anything she comes across.
And it's always a female. Matt may be looking at the males.
Well, legend.
You know, Matt's been looking at the males.
You better get all out of here with that male
But
talking.
it does say that, like, it is because of these that have been seen that have also been called the J-Fofi. The rumor has it that in the African Congo that there is a man-size one.
Like, how big? Like,
It's a man.
now look, this
It
is
is a 150-foot geoglyph,
what the
and it is
fucking
not bipedal.
150-foot geocliffe.
Yeah,
Okay, first of all, don't know what a geocliffe is.
geoglyph.
Oh, thanks for clearing that.
Yeah, that. Oh,
Okay, so
oh,
this
okay,
is
cool. I
one
know what that
says
is.
they have abdomens the size of basketballs, and their leg span reaches up to 5 feet.
Okay.
But
Lot
they're
of
among the
conflicting.
world's most feared, despised, and revered creatures, and they appear in legends and myth from Greek mythology to African folklore. I
It
cannot
is the
speak.
furriest, hairiest, scale-bound, skinless.
Yeah. No, it actually sounds like a North Korean dictator. It is the most feared and respected, the most hated and loved.
It says here, most of the many anecdotal tales describe the spider digging a shallow tunnel under tree roots and camouflaging it with a large screen of leaves. Then they create an almost invisible web between the burrow and a nearby tree, stringing the whole area with a network of trip lines. Some obvious animals, though likely soon to end up in the creature's menu, will trip the line, alerting the spider. The victim will then be crashed into the web. Chased. That doesn't even look like
Which
crash.
word was supposed to be chased?
Crash. I
Okay,
don't know.
so I know you looked up the pronunciation of this, and we all heard J-Fofi, but this says it's supposed to be Chiba-Fufi.
That is
Chiba-Fufi.
so fucking cute.
Oh, look
Oh
at
my
the little
fucking
Chiba
God.
Foofy, the
But
fucking
it
8-foot
translates
spider.
to giant spider.
Chiba Fofi.
And it says the first sighting was in 1938.
Was there?
There's varying tales, because on this one I've got it 1890s. The very first sighting of the what did you say?
Oh no,
Chiba
it says
Chiba
it
Fufi.
first gained recognition in 1938.
Oh.
Chiba-Fufi.
The eggs are pale yellow and the size and shape of peanut shells.
What is?
They're eggs.
Their eggs are the size of peanut shells.
Yeah.
Man, you guys keep talking about this chubby fluffy, and I think it's like one of the most adorable giant spiders that we've ever talked about.
Well,
Yeah, the Chibi
The
Foofy.
chubby fluffy.
their nests are to be avoided at all costs.
They said it resembles a giant tarantula, but one that has a 4 to 5 foot leg span.
4 to 5 or 45?
4 to
Well, this
5.
one says 4 to
425.
6 or 4 to 6
Oh, you guys are
leg span.
okay.
Span of legs.
Span of legs.
Described
Cool.
as looking almost exactly like a normal tarantula, except a giant version. The full-grown adults are covered in a fine dark brown hair and have 8 legs that span the distance of 6 feet. This means they are able to stand at least 5 feet tall if they stand with their legs together. The eggs are reported as being the size of walnuts and shaped
Ooh.
almost like pea pod.
This is 2 different nuts.
It looks like a
The-
coin.
The hatchlings are described as being bright yellow in color with a dull purple abdomen. As they age, they take on the brown color, and their fangs possess a highly potent venom.
The chubby fluffy. I am just, I'm blown away. What I've got from my research is how to tame one. It says here, you cannot tame.
Cannot tame one.
You cannot tame a chubby fluffy. so,
Interesting.
yeah.
It says that they spin giant webs between 2 trees and dig a burrow directly underneath, which it then covers with leaves and other forest debris and waits for prey to pass. Their main source of food is said to be forest antelope, the bongo and the duiker. Also, birds and other small to medium game.
Oh, and they can snatch up small dogs.
So, this is really interesting, and I'm glad that you said the thing about dogs because I was more concerned about the boingos, and the the boingos and the durkas.
The bongo and the
Dweeker. So what's happening with this spider is underneath certain trees, they will dig a shallow burrow, and it's kind of like a trap spider, and it kind of sits there and waiting for someone to fall in the trap. Now, if you go back to an earlier episode of Rotten Mournings, when we talked about a sliding, bulging Johnson, if one of those were to slide down a mountain into this trap, who would win?
Oh, the fucking Alflinger.
Arflinger.
I'll flinger you out the window.
They do say that the natives in the area have talked of unfortunate tribesmen who have gotten caught in the thick webs only to become devoured by the spider laying in wait in the burrow below.
Oh.
And the webs are very difficult to cut through.
This sounds terrifying.
Well, it also says, even though most of these stories I was reading from are mostly from the Congo, it says the most recent sighting took place in 2013 in Missouri.
In Missouri.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what? That tracks. Guys, I'm so thankful that we finally have a cryptid that we don't have a soundbite for.
Oh, no, I've got one.
Oh.
I found one.
Son of
I
a biscuit.
You guys ready to hear
Matt
this?
does his research.
I do my research. Okay. This was caught by a guy in the Congo. This is very strange noise.
You're going back to school.
Yep, that's not it. That's not it. I'm sorry, that's Grammarly. We are not supported by Grammarly. Here we go.
Work faster. This is not how you zip tie a hostage. Yep, they're still trying to get out of the trunk.
Yep, that's the sound.
Well, hated that.
It's better than the other ones.
Okay. Not even something to argue. So there you guys go. That is the chubby fluffy thumping, and that we actually found that on SoundCloud. That's from its newest release. We had to pay 99 cents to download that spider EDM.
But remember, the Alflinger could take it. That's the sound of an Alflinger taking
We're
on.
only talking about one
I'm
fucking
so scared
cryptid.
and traumatized. I don't want to hear it anymore ever again. I can't.
So, just as a reminder, guys, if the Arflinger is a rockin', don't come a knockin'. And then also immediately forget that because that's stupid.
Nonsense.
Yeah. But what's not nonsense is the chubby fluffy is laying in wait right now for you. Now, let me ask you guys something, just from a scary, spooky standpoint. A lot of people suffer from arachnophobia, even mild cases of arachnophobia. Would you guys rather be in a room with one chubby fluffy or like 30 tarantulas?
Tarantulas.
I don't like either of these options.
Tarantulas.
Yeah.
Tarantulas?
Easy answer.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. Give it to me now.
But I don't like that option either.
Give it to me!
Tarantulas aren't going to do shit.
Tarantulas are lazy bitches.
Yeah.
They're
They're
gonna throw
little
their
bitches.
fur at you though. They're itchy little furs.
What is that?
It's the sound of a tarantula deferring.
Deferring to someone who knows
else.
more.
No, tarantulas aren't going to do nothing. Tarantulas aren't like...
Anyway, this is the horniest of all of our podcasts. Urza, get away from the microphone.
You guys want to hear our Alflinger?
No, I never want to hear that again. Nope. All right, guys, what else do we know about Fluffy Bunny?
Another reported encounter during World War II came from a guy named Craig.
I love your internet. Fucking Craig.
Who told how his grandfather happened upon a giant spider near Port Moresby in Papua New Guinea. His web was 3 feet long, emerald green, and shiny, but surprisingly it was not hairy. Craig's grandfather was so frightened by the huge spider that he killed it with his machete.
Craig!
That definitely sounds like something Craig would say.
Craig Christ.
That sounds like
That sounds like something Craig would... That's... Oh my god.
That's totally a Craig story.
What a scamp. Alright, well what else do we know about the... anything else we want to share?
That it's so big that people walking by it thinks it's like a monkey or something.
Really?
Yeah. Or a baby puppy.
Are monkeys indigenous to the Congo?
Cookie.
So, in 2010, in the Dakota Black Hills, a group of people were driving through the hills when a spider about 10 feet across crawled over the road.
That's, it's too big. I think I have a problem with that.
Yeah.
Alright. So, tonight on the way home, or last night on the way home from the haunt, I've always had this weird fear that driving through the backwoods, and this is very specific, but like, I always was afraid I would encounter a group of people wearing like white dresses, and they would just be standing in the road and I'd have to stop and they would just surround my car. Not like a real fear, it's just always kind of been a thing I thought. Tonight, as I was driving home, this big white fucking thing flies out of nowhere. It runs straight to my car. It was like the Australian Shepherd, the Great Pyrenees. There was like a Great Pyrenees came in like a fucking cloud of anger toward my car. And I was like, holy tater tots. It was really fun. But if a spider did that, I don't think I'd be saying tater tots, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, you would. You're a dork.
Shit.
Shitter tots. Tater shit.
It says that their only living relative is the giant sea scorpion, which is now dead.
But it's not living. Its only living relative is now dead.
Thanks, Craig.
The giant sea scorpion that lived 390 million years ago and measured over 8 feet in length.
Oh, another gem.
Another priceless gem. Grim gem.
Its only living relative is dead. It's fucking awesome.
And this is the last podcast I'll ever do.
That's not
Us too, fuck it. How do we top this?
Wait, there was an option?
What?
Alright, you heard it here first, guys. No more podcasts.
Yeah, I hope you guys
Stay
liked
riding.
the 150th episode we were supposed to make a big deal about at the beginning of this one.
We made it to 151.
Yeah, Bacardi. Guys, thank you so much
Yes.
for listening to this. We wouldn't make this if people didn't listen to it.
So it's your
That's a
fault.
good one. That's a good one. We
We're-
definitely would.
That's also not true.
So
but
blame
still your
yourselves.
fault.
Blame yourselves for all of this.
We are masochists from Massachusetts.
Massachusetts.
That's Urza signing off.
I told you she would sound out eventually.
Gotta get a stay rotten.
Stay rotten.
You guys want to hear the owl flavor real fast?
No.
Stay rotten.
Stay
No,
rotten.
no.
Not the owl flip.
End it now.
Join us next time for another episode of Rotten Mornings.